My name is Pedja Djaković and I came from Prague. Originally, I was born in ex-Yugoslavia and I finished Academy of Art in Prague, which I lived. And for me, it's very important to be now in Venice, especially in this exhibition, because it's called Hybrid Identities. And when you see my whole life, actually, I was been born in one country, raised in another one. I'm a Middle European guy who's actually has been involved in so many incredible historical moments in Europe, which means Eastern Wall of childhood when completely communism was falling apart. And these identities actually I put through my pictures and through my art. And if you see, for example, you might don't know how the Italian culture is very important to us, because for some reason in communist country we have Italian and French culture. For example, we have Italian movies, Pasolini, Fellini, Antonioni, Amarcord, all these things in comics, and actually we lived through those Italian movies and Italian, let's say, postmodern culture. We actually lived that modern life, which we could not live in communist time. And that's actually some kind of hybrid identities, which was very forbidden and very secret. At the same time, give us enormous opportunity to dream about. And also, Venice is a special place for me because I have the great friend, she actually died, Pedja Djaković, incredible artist, won twice Biennale of Art in Venice. And I was there so many times. And also, Venice is, in history, was a city of the state of freedom, of free mind, of incredible people who actually was open-minded before everybody was thinking about what is live without the border, which was live and think to be free. And for some funny reason, even Casanova, Giacomo, famous citizen of Venice, died in Czech Republic. And if you think about these special pictures, there is also somehow all of those pictures has been involved through antique and through Italian movies, Eros, or through Amarcord, or through Pasolini, or through Platon, or Adam and Eve, and all these people you can see they have some very secret identities in themselves. I'm doing like monumental figural paintings, and I finish on the Academy. I finished fresco painting. That was my specialization on my 6th year on the Academy. And also, I was doing some scenography for many theaters, some movies. And right now, in the future, what I'm doing, it's a huge project called Mercy. Mercy, why Mercy? There's my gallerist, my friend, Marek Shetina, who's actually the owner of this collection, also owned the incredible picture of Alphonse Mucha called Mercy, like 5 meters to 2 meters 20, because all this war affected me enormously in Ukraine, I mean all around the world. It's not just about the Ukraine, it's about all the wars. And I'm doing the huge project called Mercy, or actually Begging for Mercy. People do not realize how the wars, how the poverty is actually affecting even us in Europe. I think so, we were taking so many things for granted. And we who lived in communism, we actually know how it is to live without the freedom, how it is actually to live without the standard and without the money, and how it's very difficult. And you have to fight for your freedom. You have to really think about first, not that something is very far away. No, it's just across the border. So my new project is actually about against war, and it's also monumental installation. It's about the Terezin concentration camps, it's about Jasenovac concentration camp, so it's not bright and nice like this one. This project is very dark, the one who actually I'm working on. And I'm also doing some kind of very huge sculpturing stuff with concrete. It's very difficult to transport. And next time, maybe, who knows, we will see. And if everything goes well, we might see again next year on Biennale in Venice 2024. Which I would also like to thank the organization for this incredible exhibition and event. And I'm so glad that I can feel the place, and that I'm very actually, how can I say, I never exhibit with architect in front of me, and very famous and very fine and very incredible, amazing architect, which he thinks that he's doing so well these pictures and architectural design go so well. And this is actually the future of exhibition, to put different kind of, let's say artists, but people who get involved in design, and architect and art goes together. And this is actually very nice and very well, and I'm very satisfied, to be honest with you, really. Also, in my previous career, I published 3 monographies, come the 4th one. But before, I also used to do huge fresco painting and historical paintings about Middle European history, like something from the Bible, something from but on my especially own way. So which means my picture always need to have some kind of libretto, because I love to read, I love to write, and also to directing something. So behind every of my picture is libretto. Someone called me old-fashioned guy in a way, because I'm doing like sketches, and I'm doing like incredible amounts of sketches and little pictures before I come to the huge canvases. And actually, these are not even huge. I have like about 4 or 5 meters big canvases. Those are huge. So this is really, and right now I'm also doing some kind of installation with canvases, sculptures, and video art come together. And also, someone who might know, I'm also piano player, jazz piano player, so I'm also making some kind of composition with my jazz band, and also trying to put involved everything in one place. And last month I was in Rome, and I suggest everybody has to see the Pasolini exhibition in Rome, which I was very amazed. I didn't realize that Pasolini was actually a painter. He finished Academy of Art and then started to be a film director, and I saw his incredible artwork. And also the same with Fellini. And my great Milo Manara, the comics drawer or whatever, he actually was the friend of both. And I just realized how Italian culture, not only Renaissance or before Renaissance Giotto or the old Roman or Etrurian culture, but especially 20th century. For example, you won't believe, what is the name of the famous festival? Geez, I can't remember exactly the name, but it was also very popular in Eastern Europe. So we were listening Italian music, we were listening Italian language, we was watching Italian movies, comics, erotical things, everything. And we actually was living this double identity. Again, I'm repeating myself, but for me it's very important, because you have no clue how life could be difficult if we didn't have the access to Italian modern art. And then also, for example, after I just realized how many architects also in Czech Republic, especially, I don't want to glorify Mussolini, but we love the architectural period of 30s of Italian architecture, which is absolutely amazed, that period, which so many of my friends who are actually studying architecture, and they are quite famous architecture in Middle Europe, they were studying Italian architecture in 30s. And I think so that's also another part of my very big interest, which I didn't realize how great that kind of art or architecture is, 30s in Italy. Very, very. So that's it.